Hey guys, this is Aegis, and this is Game 3 between George Washington University and the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Over here in the top, we do have MC and Dory, so I guess it is a team. And Dory from the University of, actually, George Washington University, and his ally is going to be the General from as the Terran player. What am I talking about? He is from George Washington University. Their opponents are going to be our Zerg player Shizukana and Sin. Quite simply Sin. So it is a mirror matchup. TVT ZVZ over here. This is the worst possible map. Let me describe to you why over here. This is a huge ramp. There's no way that the General is going to be able to wall this off, because there's a back ramp over here as well as a second back ramp over here, plus a little bit of a back entrance to your natural expansion, in addition to the even bigger ramp over here. So this map is not favorable for expanding at all, because if you expand, you're going to have to guard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots on this map to be able to hold your expansion. So we'll see if the General and Dory are going to be able to pull off the rush of their lives to be able to take this game without having to expand. Sin, checking everything over here, will be able to drill away at that spawning pool. And it looks like the General and Dory are not too worried about actually scouting. Sin going for a pretty normal build over here. Refinery is coming up, as well as the barracks finishing. Our Zerg player over here going to be going for the spawning pool just for defense. It looks like he's actually going to be going for an expansion shortly, as he is getting up those minerals towards 300. After he gets the queen up, we probably will be seeing an expansion, which is a mistake, by the way. We do have the General throwing up the wall over here. Going to be taking a little while to do that. He's got the gas finished. He's got more Marines on the way. Our Zerg player is now making Zerglings, and Dory is going to be putting the pressure on soon. I can't actually see him making any drones in the near future. It's just going to be Zerglings and Zerglings and more Zerglings to be able to put the pressure on, especially once he sees the hatch coming up by Shizukana. I don't know what I was trying to say there just now. The queen is finished, but it is gaining energy, finally throwing down that vomit. The 2 gas coming up for Shizukana, and more Zerglings and more Zerglings on the way for our Zerg player over here. He's got Baneling's Nest on the way. He will be able to poke in here, and he's not even imagining that there's an expansion over there. He just can't believe it, so he's not even gonna check. There's a couple of Marines gonna be popping out towards the front here for our Zerg player. And speed is about finished. Baneling's Nest is done as well. Looks like a couple of Marines are out of position. They will get cleaned up, and also reveal that there is an expansion over here, which is about to finish, and gonna be really bad for our West Point team. He's even teching 2 Hellions. This is a really strange game, especially against 4 barracks worth of Marines that will be barreling down the front over here. We've got Banelings on the way. The Marines over here are at the front, and there's no units out on the field for Sin. He's got 2 Marines, and there's only a few Zerglings. The Banelings are leading the charge. Looks like they will be able to take out all of these Zerglings over here. Looks like these Zerglings are going to be able to surround the Hellions, and all the Marines are going to be able to pour in here. Additional Banelings are now on the way inside of Sin's base. And the Zerglings also going to be able to run in here and take out a couple of drones, maybe even take down the Queen and the Marines inside the Terran production facilities, cleaning up a bunch of those SCVs. Zerglings continuing to reinforce, as well as the Banelings running into the main of Shizukana, and all of his drones are in deep trouble, and all of the drones going down. It doesn't even matter that he has his natural expansion, as those Marines reinforcing will be able to take it down. And the Marines continuing to reinforce over here, going to be also take down one of those overlords, and that will not supply block our Zerg player from West Point, as he is completely devoid of any food. So we've got here the barracks and a couple more overlords going to be going down. The banelings making their way in here. A single Hellion going to be trying to take on everything. And our West Point team trying to hang on as long as possible. But all hope is basically gone. Yeah, Sin has got 2 SCVs mining. Shizukana has left the game. No GG. And his BM GG from Sin. And we've got GG from Andori, and this game goes to George Washington University very convincingly. And we're going to be headed to Game 4 as it is now 2-1 in favor of George Washington University. If they take this next game, they will be able to take it away 3-1.